कर दिया, ऊपर आ गया, आइकन आ गया ऊपर। ठीक है। ठीक है।
नाथून
हाँ नहीं नहीं वहीं बैठो बेटा वहीं आ रहा है ये आपको अब वीकनेस है बॉडी में आपको बड़ी दांत की चिंता है
वो सिर का ना पूरा गायब चालू की तरह
वेरी गुड
वो
अरे गुड यार वेरी गुड
नहीं दिख रहा
कुछ भी नहीं है।
अब तो बीमारी कह रही चलो निकला, अब किसी और
हाँ।
के अंदर जाते हैं।
हाँ बोलो, अब किसी और के भी अंदर भी मत जाओ, अब सारे लोग ठीक है।
अब ठीक तो हो गया पर अभी थोड़ी वीकनेस है।
हाँ।
थोड़ी वीकनेस है। अगर कोई वीकनेस गाया हो तब तो स्कूल जाना चाहिए। मतलब को भी ठीक नहीं हुआ था।
ना अब तो बिल्कुल ठीक है भाई, अब बिल्कुल ठीक है। मंडे से स्कूल है तो अब आए। एक मिनट आया, यहीं खा लेगी फिर उसको वहीं ले चलता हूँ।
मोबाइल में लगा तो जोत ना
ठीक है, इसके बाप को देखा था ई रिक्शा से आते हुए।
अभी गाड़ी एक नीचे ले आई है।
क्या ठीक है मतलब
तबीयत ठीक है? नहीं दादी ठीक है, आप ठीक है? हाँ ठीक है। क्यों क्या जा रहा है? एक पूरा तो भी घर में आई है, दुनिया नहीं होगी, वो आती है खाना वाना बनाने के लिए, हेल्प करने के लिए। बहू तो आना रही है।
बुढ़िया कहीं नहीं है अभी।
बुढ़िया ना है हम तो। अच्छा वो बढ़िया, हाँ तगड़ी बढ़िया है। पुराने जमाने का माल खा रखा है इसने, लंबी चौड़ी है, ऐसे चल जाइए।
तो चोर के बाप को देखा तो ई-रिक्शा में आया।
अम्बे तक जाता होगा ना, कई बड़ी गाड़ी बेटा ले जाता है। तो ओडी तो चलाता नहीं है, बहू की है। बहू की ओडी अंधेरा चाहते हैं, आते भी ना होगी से सही बंदा, एकदम लाइट है। बच्चा भी खा लेगा तो भी जेलस करेगा। मैं भी खाने की जगह देता, चलो अब कभी ड्राइविंग में भी खा लिया करो। चलो बेटा तो खुद ही कह रहा।
दरवाजा बंद कर दिया ना।
गैलरी वाला दरवाजा इधर तो बंद है, इधर मैंने कुंडी नहीं मारी है बस। मैं जब तक खाना खा रहे देख ही रहे कोई ना आके। रात नहीं खा चल लगा।
नहीं नहीं यहाँ तो वैसे भी कोई आता ही नहीं।
अभी तो सुनसान में ज़्यादा, आपको ज़्यादा डर लगता है।
चल
दिन में तो कोई ना आएगा, दिन में तो सभी भूखे रहते हैं।
रात में कोई नहीं आता, तो अपने अपने घर के अंदर होता
वही तो लोग निकलते नहीं है अभी बाहर। वो निकला तो अच्छा भी लगता है। अभी मकान बन जाएगा, चौकीदानी भी चली जाएगी, है कि नहीं? बिल्डिंग वाले काम नहीं करेंगे। बुढ़िया भी शाम को घर में रुकती,
Okay. Good afternoon, guys. Am I audible?
फिर झाँकती भी नहीं है वहाँ की क्या हो रहा है।
Yes, ma'am.
दरवाजा बंद करके बीड़ी
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Simple, ma'am.
Yeah. Let me open a traditional diagram.
बीमार की ख्वाहिश पूरी कर दो, बस सबसे अच्छा रहता है। अब उसकी जैसे कह रहा है वैसे बना दो। वैसे वैसे बने हैं, बल्कि वो तो स्पाइसी बनते थे, आज तो बल्कि लाइट बना दो। तो बिजली वजह से किसी फटे जा खा लो। अब अपने आप से एनर्जी आ रही है।
Okay.
खाते ही
है।
चले
उससे खाना उसमें।
देखो देखो
Okay.
खाते तो हाथ सही हो
So
जाता है,
what
जम
we
जाता
have understood
है।
as of now is,
energy
so
पूरी-
if any two applications should communicate with each other, we need something called as web service. Okay. So those web services can be of two types. One is JSON. Okay, with the help of JSON language is your REST web service, and with your XML language it is your SOAP web services. Since there are a lot of disadvantages going for SOAP web service, people have started using more RESTful web service. Okay, because RESTful does not have a protocol, there are no rules. Okay, it is an architectural style. You can use any of the underlying architecture, you can make changes however you want. Okay, So because of these reasons, people have started using RESTful web services. So if you observe in this diagram, let me pick up a different color. So the server architecture, the client server architecture of web application is clear. Okay, both are web applications, so they have similar architecture. Okay, we have already learned. We also know how to work with databases. Okay, it might be your JDBC. Okay, it might be your SQL queries. So we understood this point. Okay, and here we got to know what is a browser. Okay, how do you write a web URL? So this portion is also clear. And we also analyzed what is XML, what is JSON, how do you read data in XML, how do you read data in JSON, and what is a medium of communication. Okay, what is a web service? So if you observe this diagram, what is the one portion which is left out? What is the one portion which is left out, which we have not yet analyzed? Tell me.
The response and request.
Parsers. Okay. So parsers, I agree. That is also a point. Okay. What are the different parsers? How you have to deal with those parsers? But what I am thinking is parser, we are going to deal with Jackson. Okay. That is Java to JSON and JSON to Java conversion. And since we need programming for that, okay, it is a tool. Okay, it's like a dependency. So we are going to use it as a tool. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so it should be used as a tool in your Eclipse. Okay, just like how you add TestNG, how you had MySQL connector, how you add Selenium, okay, WebDriver Manager. Like this, Jackson also we are going to add it as a dependency and then we have to use it. So what I thought is, while doing rest assured, anyways we'll be dealing completely with programs. That time it will be more convenient to you. Okay, you will easily understand, and also we will not deviate. Okay, so parsers I'll be taking care later. So apart from parsers, we are left out with this HTTP response and request. Correct? Yes. Now my question is, till now, we did not worry about this HTTP request and response. Now my question is, if two applications are communicating with each other, why I have to learn HTTP request and response? Why I have to learn this? Internally it is happening, right? If I enter the URL in browser, this browser is internally sending the request and capturing the response. I'm not at all involved. Why I have to learn it?
We have to check that whether the data which is being stored in the database, is it the same data which we are passing through it or not?
Ma'am, like it's a protocol we have to follow for exchanging or communicating.
See, observe, till today we had something called as UI. Correct, no? That UI, you were accessible with the help of this browser. Correct, no? In browser, you are going to enter some URL. Okay. Internally, your browser was sending the request, it was getting the response. I did not bother because browser was there to take care. Now what happens? There is no browser. There is no browser at all. Okay, still this UI is not developed. What you have to do? But server will understand only HTTP request. So what is happening? You have to send the request and you have to capture the response. Understanding? When I am talking about API, there is no browser. Browser is not developed. Okay, browser is not at all needed. So you have to send your own request and you have to analyze your response. So what is a protocol here? You are handling both. Okay, you are handling request and you are handling response. So you should know how to send it and you should know whether what you are getting is right or wrong. Okay, if browser was there, you enter anything in the browser, it will be captured. Understanding? Let me show it to you how the browser will send the request. Okay, so before that, let us start about HTTP structure. Okay, HTTP structure. So this I can tell it is a common language understood between browser and your server. Okay, if anybody want to understand anything that is going on in the server, they have to communicate via HTTP protocol. Okay, HTTP serves two types of protocol. One is HTTP, which is not very secured. Another one is HTTPS. Okay, whatever you send from client, okay, from client to server, okay, from client to server, you call it as HTTP request. This simply means you are requesting something from the server. Whatever the client receives from the server, you call it as HTTP response. So HTTP response means for your request, what is the revert or what is the response your server is generating. Okay, so if you analyze, we have two parameters. One is request, another one is response. Okay, you take any request or response. Okay, HTTP has two portions. Okay, HTTP structure has two portions. One we call it as header, another one we call it as body. So if I'm talking about HTTP request, okay, if I'm talking about HTTP request, so what do we have? What do we have? HTTP request header and HTTP request body. So simply you can take it like request header, request body. Okay, so now tell me, if you want to send a request, what are the parameters or what are the fields you should consider? Observe here and tell me. I'm sending a request. What you should know? I want to send a request now. What you should know?
To know the URL of that application.
Okay, there are certain things what you should consider. First thing is your web URL. Okay, always remember web URL or the link. Okay, link is nothing but the URL. So this says where to send request. Okay, where to send the request. Where to send the request in the sense address. Okay, this is nothing but your address. If you want to post something to somebody, you should know the address. Correct or not? So right address will lead to the right destination. What is other thing? If you ask me, we have something called as HTTP method. HTTP method specifies what to send. Okay, what to send. So this is like a say for example, okay, I have an address, okay, in Bangalore. I want to send something. What is that something? Do you want to send a gift? Do you want to send a parcel? Do you want to send a dress? Do you want to send a money? Okay, so that is a what you want to send. That specifies your HTTP method. Whether you want to send a request, okay, whether you want to create anything, whether you want to delete anything, okay, it specifies what kind of request it is. Okay, so these are mandatory fields. Mandatory fields in the sense you should know it. Okay, you should know what you are sending. Apart from this, we have content type. Content type specifies what kind of content is present in your application. Is it JSON? Is it XML? Is it text? Is it image? Okay, so is it a video? So like this content. So usually application will be built on a content, okay, and that is an inbuilt content. Okay, so this content you need not have to mention. Every time we will not send give me application slash image, give me text slash dot html. Okay, we are not going to do that. So content type is always optional. Another one is cookies. Cookies is the one which is going to store your navigation history. Navigation history in the sense, say for example, I will go to Flipkart application. Today I'm going to search entire day. I'm going to search for only phones. Okay, I'm planning to buy a phone. I'm searching for iPhone. Okay, I'm going to search, keep on searching. So what Flipkart will do, I am searching for a couple of phones which is within 20,000 range. Okay, so what Flipkart is going to do, if I did not select anything, tomorrow he will drop me a message. Okay, the phones you are looking for less than 20,000 is available. Please log into application. Getting the point? So they are monitoring what I am searching. That is with the help of cookies. There are some applications which will never let you work further, which will never make you any transactions or anything. Nothing they will allow you unless and until you accept the cookies. Okay, it keeps on popping up. What you will do, you will get irritated, you will click on accept. Once you click on accept, he will start sending you messages, relevant links or suggestions he will start sending you. Okay, so cookies is also optional information. So if you consider a request header, what are the mandatory fields to send a request? What are the mandatory fields to send a request?
HTTP method.
Then URL and
Method and
HTTP.
URL.
Okay, so content type and cookies are optional. Now,
Ma'am,
let me discuss few points on. I'll come there. HTTP method. We'll discuss few points on HTTP methods. Okay, so there are couple of HTTP methods. Okay, popular one or most frequently used by testers are get. Okay, 1 second. Hello. Yeah. Okay, so couple of methods: post, get, put, patch, delete. Okay, delete. These are the 5 HTTP methods which are very popular when it comes to testing. There are a lot of other methods like fork is a method. Okay, clone is a method. Okay, copy is a method. Okay, so all these are methods which are used by developers. We don't use it. As a tester, you should have these knowledge on these 5 HTTP methods. Okay, all these are HTTP methods. Okay, now let me tell you why do we use post. Post means, okay, create a resource. Okay, you are trying to create something which is not existing in your server. You are trying to create something which is not present in your database. Okay, post will always create new resources. Get means read or retrieve the resource. Okay, I can tell retrieve the existing resource. Existing resource in the sense, if you want to do get operation, the resource what you are looking for should be already present in your database. Previously, it should be created. Put means, okay, put means update the existing resource.
Ma'am, ma'am, screen is freeze, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Your screen is free.
And also voice is not coming, ma'am.
लिया अच्छा वो भी जानता है काफी लोगों ने गीत गाया
अच्छा खासा बिक रहा था, सभी की हालत खराब थी, कंपनी बंद नहीं होती। 350 रुपये बिल्कुल रोटेशन में आ रहा था पूरा।
तो 350 का था
I forgot, guys, my charger of the router went off. Okay, now am I audible?
Just ma'am, now.
I immediately realized by the time I turned on, the network connection got lost. Okay, fine.
उसके बाद सीधे
So,
450 कर दिया।
Update, put and patch both will perform the updation itself, but put is going to perform complete updation, patch is going to perform partial updation. Okay, we will see what is this put and patch, how does they work. So we will see in example. So delete, in the sense it is going to, okay, delete the existing
कंपनी का नाम समून था
resource.
मेरी कंपनी का नाम सिवारा
Okay, it is going to delete the existing resource. Okay, so this is what we call it as, okay, C R
धर्मेंद्र पाजी हमारे उन्हीं ब्रांड
U
HMS Agro Proteins Limited।
D. Okay, so C R U D stands for,
आला है याशी ठीक है, तो याशी रहता है, लेकिन
okay, stands for
भारी
CRUD operations. So let me tell you again. C R
मैंने इसे 5
UD stands for CRUD operations. CRUD operations is the one and only way, okay, to check the functionality of any API. Okay, any API you want to test, so performing CRUD operations is the one and only way, and I can tell this is always your primary ways to check the functionality of API. Okay, so CRUD operations: post, get, put, patch, and delete. These are the 5 HTTP methods you are going to use to check the functionality. Okay, you are manually sending, okay, you are manually sending the details and you are verifying the output. Is it clear?
Ma'am,
Is
can
it-
you repeat from post part, ma'am?
See, let me repeat it. Observe. So whenever you want to send any request, you should specify what kind of request you want to send with the help of HTTP method. Say for example, you want to create something new in the source, in the server. So you have to use a method called as post. Let's say there are already resources created, you want to read them, okay, retrieve them. So you have to use a method called as get. Already resource is there, you want to update some fine minute details, you have to go for put. Okay, updation itself again patch. You want to delete, you will go for delete operation. Okay, so these are the 5 HTTP methods which are used to perform CRUD operation: create,
Ma'am, ma'am,
update.
like put and patch, both are updating, ma'am. Can you explain?
Both are updating. I told you I will explain. I have not touched it. As of now, first let me tell you what is CRUD operation. I have not got into detail. Okay. So create, read. Let me write that also. Okay. Create. R stands for read. U stands for update. D stands for delete. Okay. Create, read, update, and delete. Don't mix and match. Instead of CRUD, if you say it as CRUD, then you are gone. Nobody, interviewer will not continue interview itself. Getting the point? So it is CRUD operation: create, read, update, and delete. So if anybody tell you please perform CRUD operations, that means you have to validate for all the HTTP methods and you have to check it. Got it? Okay, in detail I will tell what is put and patch. If I tell now only you will get confused. Okay, because my concept I am doing is HTTP request. These HTTP methods are a part of my request header. Okay. Now let me come to the request body. Okay, request body. Okay, we have something called as not actual data. I think it is okay. Form data. What is this form data in the sense? Okay, this is again an optional information. What is this form data in the sense? Say for example, you are doing post, okay, or put or patch. Okay, either of these, either post, put, or patch. When you want to create something, when you want to update something, when you want to update, okay, both put and patch. So when you are updating or when you are creating, don't you think you should send the details what you should create? Correct? Say for example, a new employee joined to your company. Okay, now you are creating his details via API. So I need his mandatory information are name, phone, email. Okay, these are his mandatory information. How do I send this information? Via HTTP methods. How do I send this information?
That form data.
Yes, these informations given with the help of form data. So whatever you want to create, these form data is used only for post, put, and patch because we are adding something new there. Delete and get doesn't need your form data. Why? Because you are just deleting, you are just reading. Okay, so that is why overall I will take form data as an optional information. Okay, now people who asked me what is the difference between put and patch, observe. After that, let me go to the response. Okay, imagine, let me write it. Post, put, patch. Let me tell you, post means what? Create. Put means, let me take it as complete update. Put means complete update. Patch means partial update. How it is going to work in the sense, let me take an example. The same story I will tell. I got a new employee, okay, joined to my company. So I'm creating his data. Okay, I'm creating his data. HTTP method I'm using is post. Okay, I have given the web URL. In the request body, I need to specify, okay, name, okay, Chaitra, comma, let's say employee ID TY12, comma, phone, okay, some phone number I have. Next, let me take it as manager. Okay, my manager is Deepak sir. Okay, I have taken the manager.
राम राम भाई
Observe.
भाई आज के
Then-
काम हो गया तो फोन भी नहीं कर रहा
Team. I'm taking a team. I'll tell you why I'm taking these many informations. Okay, manager, team,
क्या होती है
and let me
तो
take
तुमने मूर्ति रख रखी है
the project.
अच्छा सीजन रहता है इस टाइम
Okay.
पे विसर्जन
All states.
अच्छा लोग सामान वाले ले जाते हैं
What else is related?
अच्छा चल कोई बात नहीं अब एकदम मम्मी की तबीयत ठीक है मम्मी
Salary, ma'am.
Not
मम्मी?
required.
हाँ बेचारी खुजली से परेशान है
Okay. So imagine I am a new employee. I joined Testyantra.
हाँ
Okay, I am in an RMG team. So these are the information.
बासी वासी
Okay,
मत दे
these
दो
are the
भैया,
information
तो उसको
I
मत
have been
ना, बासी
created.
खाने की।
Okay, whenever I create, it is a post request. It is
हाँ,
going
नहीं,
to be
वैसे कह रही हूँ।
created.
मैं कहा बच जाता तो मम्मी
So
फेंक
what
देगी,
happens
लेकिन इनकी सब्जी
after
खा लेती है,
creation?
बात नहीं है
It is
खाने
going to give me the response. It is going to give me the response.
की। हाँ,
What is the response it is giving me? In the sense, let's say name is Chaitra, employee ID, okay, TY12,
अब ये खुजली करने
and
वाला कौन
let's
था,
imagine
खुजली
it is
से
giving me a
परेशान।
message.
इसलिए ना वो किधर से अगर ना हुई ना ठीक किधर
Okay,
से जाके
it is
इसको
giving me a
हॉस्पिटल में
message.
बोल रही ना,
What is the
अगर
message?
तो ले जाइए उसको हाँ नहीं ठीक हो
Creation is
गया।
successful.
अब इसलिए मैंने फोन करा मैंने पता कर बात भी नहीं करी
Are you
थी
getting the
उससे।
point? I am going to send a
और रख
request.
दिया, बोल रही थी,
I
कह रही थी,
created
गोली खा रही
this.
तो नींद आ रही है,
In the
12 बजे
response,
की
it is
सोई, 5 बजे
created.
उठी।
Now, observe. So you have created. Okay. Now you got a situation wherein I got a situation wherein I have to change my phone number in my company database. Okay, I changed my number. I want to upgrade this phone number. What I should do? What I should?
Ma'am, patch, ma'am. Patch, parcel.
If you go to put or patch any updation, first I need to update my details.
अच्छा दवाई यार
Yes
क्या
or no?
कल लाई थी
I
दवाई?
cannot update someone else detail. So how do you go to your details? How do you go to that particular details? With the help
अच्छा
of this
इसको ऑटो का जैसे
employee
लगाया ना, वैसे लगा लो।
ID. Please remember. Okay. So for every data, a unique
हाँ, क्या
ID
इनको
will be
खुजली हो रही, कहती है,
generated.
इससे हो रही
It
है,
could be employee ID. It could be project ID. Whatever it
ये
is.
दवाई लाई
Okay. A unique employee ID. Now you are currently pointing to which project? Which employee? Employee details is TY12. Okay. This data you can take it as a primary key.
हाँ हाँ
Okay. Primary key have you used in SQL? Okay, something like that. One of the unique details be present. Okay. Without, because name is not unique. There might be 100 Chaitras in test yantra. Who knows? Getting the point? Okay. So currently you are pointing to this particular employee. Now what I have to do? I have to go and perform. Okay, I have to change only the phone number. So what I will do is to change the phone number, only there are minimal amount of details. So you go to this particular employee ID TY12.
अरे मेरे लोटा पड़ा भी खाना भाई 4 दिन से
You use patch method. When you use patch method, no need to specify all these. Okay, if you just give the key, correct key, okay, what happens in reality? Okay, you are doing patch operation. Okay, you are doing patch operation. So you are pointing. Okay, the control is here. You want to go to TY12. So how it happens is your control will go to TY12 and it will look for what?
गोली खाने में एक तो बहुत कच्चा गोली नहीं खाता
In TY12, it is going to look for what?
phone key.
In TY12, it is going to look for phone number, phone, whatever the key you have taken. It will check whether that key is existing or not. What it is going to do, okay, let's say I want to change the key to 99872 something. Okay, so it will come back, remove this 1 2 3 4 5 and append this new data. Okay, it is going to append this new data. This is how your patch will work. Always remember, patch operation you are going to go for minimal changes. If only 1 or 2 fields are there, then you can change it. When you have more than 2 to 3 changes, then what you will do is you have to go for put. What this put will basically do is, okay, let me put it here. Let's say I changed the team. Okay, now I am changing the team. So my employee ID, phone number is same. Apart from that, all other details are changed. Maximum amount of details are changed. Now what this patch is going to do is, observe carefully, it is going to go to this particular, let me write in a different color, it will go to this particular TY12. Okay, so TY12 in the sense it is pointing here. Okay, it is pointing here. Correct now? It is pointing to Chaitra. It will remove entirely whatever the data is there. Okay, it will remove entirely, it will remove, and whatever you have given this new data, okay, maybe from Deepak I have used, okay, something else, okay, maybe from RMG I have used, okay, MPS, maybe this project, if I'm not in RMG then I'll be working on different project, maybe I have used Xylem, okay, maybe this team code is different, okay, MP12. Getting the point? This is just a lame analysis. So I have updated these many details instead of these details. Okay, instead of these details, I have updated these details. So it will completely discard everything and it will override. Okay, it will discard and it will override. So whenever you are using put operation, you have to use all the data. Okay, you have to use all the attributes, all the fields, you have to fill it. Whatever you fill by mistake, okay, observe, by mistake I gave it as CHAIT, spelling mistake, then this CHAIT only will be updated. Understanding? Put will just remove everything that is present in TY12 and recreate the new one, override the new one. Okay, and if you don't give any detail, say for example, I thought name, I don't want to change the name, let me keep it. So what it will do, it has already removed, there is null here. So name will be what? Null. Getting the point? Before doing the changes, it will remove everything, it will add the new data. Okay, it will remove and it will add the new data. So we prefer put operation when we go for maximum updation. When you want to update maximum details, you have to go for put. That is why we tell put acts like a complete update, patch acts like a partial update. If you remember this dabba, this object, you will get to know. Is it clear what is put and patch difference? This is
Ma'am.
important. Yeah, tell me.
Ma'am, is patch for only one change, ma'am, or I can change one to two?
More. You can give more, but it should be minimal. Say, for example, let me take it up. Okay. Let me remove it. I want to update phone. Okay, I want to update phone, and my project has got changed. Okay, my project is changed. So I am from the team is same from RMG itself. My project is changed. So I will give what project colon. Okay, something else. Okay, whatever the keys you are going to give, all those keys, only those keys will be updated in patch. Input, it is not like that. What you have to give everything. Whatever you rewrite, it will be updated. Here only these keys are updating. Here whole data is removed and recreated. By mistake, if you don't give any, if you forgot to give any one of the details, then what happens? It will take the default values. Okay, it will take the default values. Default values in the sense what? If you have declared it as a string, it's null. Okay, if it is an integer, it's 0. If it is boolean, it's false. Okay, like this it is going to take the default values. Understood? Put and patch difference.
Ma'am, can
At
you
this-
explain once, ma'am? That form data part, ma'am.
Anubhav, what do you mean? Explain everything from first in the sense how
No,
will I-
ma'am. Just small, ma'am. Just
Guys.
small, like.
No, you call me. I will explain you. No, not once. You're doing the same thing. After I'll finish everything, then you'll tell ma'am, explain me once again. Okay, it's not right. No, how do I explain? That too, it's like when we are explaining in the flow. No, if one point you did not understand, that point I can trigger again. You are telling me to explain everything. Everything in short, if I explain, all others will forget what I have told till now. Okay, I'll explain you. Call me. At the same time, can we send or receive two requests or response? Yeah, Amar, we can do it. Okay, we can do it, but it's not actually exactly the way you are asking. It will not happen like that. Okay, two different requests and two different response. It will be usually sequential. It will take one request, it will consolidate, it will send you the request, then response, then it will take another request. Okay. Okay, observe, put, Anubhav, listen. Carefully you listen. Again, if you ask me, I will not explain. Okay, post operation is going to create a new resource. Okay, post operation is going to create a new resource. Put and patch both are used to update your data. Okay, update the data, form data present in your request. Okay, so once you create it, maybe you can get a situation like you have to change your phone number, you want to change your email ID. Okay, minimal amount of changes, then you have to go for patch operation. Why? Because patch will not override the content. It will just go to that particular field, go to that particular key, and only update that particular value. Okay, any number of details you can give. Okay, in reality you'll be having some 15-20 keys. Okay, any 4 to 5 keys you want to update, you can go for this. Okay, put in the sense complete update. What put will do, it will go to the particular location, that particular ID it will point, it will remove all the existing data, and it will write whatever the new data you are writing. Okay, so whatever the new data you have written, it will be overwritten on the existing data. So what we do is, if you have maximum number of updates, let's say you have 15 keys, out of 15 keys, 12 keys are getting changed, then you have to go for put. Out of 15 keys, 3 to 4 keys are getting changed, then you have to go for patch. Okay, if 7 keys are getting changed, what you will do? 6 to 7 keys are getting changed, what you will do? Put or patch? Okay, your wish. Take your call. If you know everything, you go for put, or if you want to make only those number of changes, you go for patch. It's fine. Okay.
Ma'am,
Okay.
if you want to add one more data, in that case we have to write again post.
Good question. Actually, you can update it, okay, but unless we will not get this kind of a situation. Why? Because in our API document itself, they will give how many data you have to add. Okay, say for example, in this team code is there. Okay, team code is there. I want to add one more field. Okay, I want to add one more field. What is the other field I will add? Tell me any other details. Okay, let me
Address.
take it like, okay, let me take it like client bill. Okay, this is the detail I want to add now. But this is not at all designed in my API, so I cannot add it. Understanding? So if it is designed in API, then he will tell you in the API document itself. Okay, if it is not there, then you cannot add it. If it is there but you have not used, then you can use put operation and you can do it. No problem. Okay, but it should be there. In the API document itself, they will tell what are the fields present. If it is
By
not there, you
using
can.
the code for a single adding key, we have to add all the keys again, na?
Yeah, you have to add it. Okay, it's like you are rewriting, rescripting everything, no? So you have to add. Okay, or else you can go with patch also, but patch will not recognize your client, so it might throw you an error. Okay, so for these kind of updations, usually put is better. And also, what happens, we will never miss out anything like this. Okay, never, we will never miss out unless and until it is described in our API document. Okay. Okay, done. So clear? HTTP request? Everybody?
Yes.
Okay.
Ma'am, in partial update, we are supposed to give the old phone number also, or we have to give the updated one.
This is no. Only the updated one. If you give this updated one, will be appended to this phone. Okay. In put and patch, nowhere you are writing the old details. Okay. Okay. No. In put and patch, what happens? Patch is only these people. Okay. Only the updations you are giving. So directly give new. Input, only changes you have made, you give new. For the changes which are which you want to retain old one, you have to give old values. If you are making changes, only then you have to give new values. Okay, there is no other way, right? The only key value, one key, one value. So if you want to update, you give new value. If you don't want to update, keep that old value. You have to keep the old value input. If you don't keep the old value, it will take it as null. Okay, more handy if you practice. I mean, if you get the situation, you will become more handy. Okay, is it clear? Anubhav, it is clear?
Yep.
Finally. So what are the mandatory fields in request header?
HTTP request and web URL, ma'am.
HTTP method and web URL. Now observe. So let me go to HTTP response. In HTTP response, what are the mandatory fields you are going to get? No, Ayush, it's not mandatory. You will get the test case. You will get a situation wherein you have to verify it in the database. That time you have to verify. CRUD operation has nothing to do with database. CRUD operation means send a request, validate a response, which you are getting from server. Okay, we are not going and checking database. We are not going and checking UI. Complete server to server communication. Okay, but some situation you will get, say for example, create a data and validate in the database, create a data and check it in the UI. At that time you have to get the go and access in the database. For that also database access will be given to you. Okay. When it comes to response, observe, we have status code, Okay, we have status code, which is a mandatory information. Okay, with status code, we have response time, which is a mandatory information. Status code is the only way how server is going to respond to you. Okay, it will not tell boss your page is not loading, boss your server is not telling anything. Okay, will it tell like that? No, there are some standards. Looking at those standards, we have to analyze what is the issue. Okay, so apart from status code and response time, we have the same content type, which is optional, and we have the same cookies, which is optional. Okay, so when it comes to body, we have actual data. Okay, actual data. Actually, this is termed as mandatory because whatever you send, it is going to tell you a response. Okay, if you do get operation, it is going to give you all the responses. If you do delete operation, okay, it will tell you deleted successfully. If you do post operation, it will tell created successfully. Okay, so it is taken as mandatory. For example, this is my request, this is the response body which is getting generated. This response body, we call it as actual data. Okay, so status codes, there are some standards. Okay, if you get a status code in 100 series, if you get the status code in 100 series, it means continue, you're going ahead correctly. If you get a status in 200 series, that means it is successful. If you get a status code in 300 series, it means you are redirected from one application to another application. When frequently you are going to get this 300 series error is, okay, status is, for example, you are paying something through your bank. Okay, through your bank. So from Amazon or Flipkart, your application, you will be redirected to bank. So you will get a message, please wait, your request has been redirected, please wait. Have you seen? It keeps on buffering. Okay, that time the status code will be 300. If you get anything in 400 series, 400, 401, 409, 410, okay, 420, okay, anything related to 400, we call it as, very good, client side error. Who is the client here? Who is the client? You are the client. Okay, you are the client. When you make mistakes in the URL, when you are trying to fetch the data which is already deleted, when you are trying to negotiate wrong data, for example, it will accept only string, you are passing forcefully, you are passing integer, all those times it is going to give you 400 series. 500 series means server side error. Okay, 500 series means server side errors. Server side errors in the sense, okay, server is down, you are trying to send the request when server is not responding, there is some gateway problem, okay, there is some network problem, okay, server has been crashed. All these are server related issues. 501, 502, 503, 509, okay, all these series will showcase this. So based on this series itself, we are going to analyze what is the issue. Okay, we are going to analyze what is the issue. Tell me. Tell me.
Like as you do, if we are having status code as 400, then there will be error from our side. Like maybe we
Yes.
have missed out something in body or something like that in the content body. And like ma'am, what is the purpose of that 300 error? Like, what does it implies?
No,
Is
no.
it error
300.
or
Tell me.
is it an error or something like we are doing right, but to the status code as 3?
No, no. See, If you get the status in 400 and 500, only then you have to do something, debug or do something. Okay.
Okay.
If you get 100, 200, 300 series, not to worry. It is just updating you the status. That's all. Okay.
Yeah.
See, from one website to another website, you are negotiating. You are traveling. So at that duration of time, it is going to give you 300. It means you wait. Don't do anything. Okay. Don't press back or don't cancel the operation. Just wait. After that, it will reload back to 200. Means successful. 100 also, when you're negotiating between multiple applications, when your operation is still going on, it is going to give you 100. That means it is not right. Okay, it's not like you have to take some actions, nothing. You have to just wait. Okay, just you have to worry for only 400 and 500 series, guys. No need to worry for anything else. Okay. Okay, 1 second. Can we do something when we get 500 status code? Yeah, you have to do it. Okay, there are a couple of debugging process we can do. Okay, that is the reason why I told checking server logs is very, very important. Okay, because what happens, say I'll give you a beautiful situation. Now, I have already created a request using post method. Okay, what I did, I have created a request using post method. Now I want to delete this particular request. What I should do?
We have to use delete.
I will use a delete method. Correct? No.
Yeah.
I will use a delete method. I will give that particular resource ID. It got deleted. Okay. So whenever you perform delete operation, okay, let me give you the status codes with respect to CRUD operations. Whenever you perform post operation,
like ma'am,
Tell me.
you told like we have to just worry when we are having status code as 400 or 500, but if the error is from the server side, like we are getting the error in the 500 range, then how we can do something here?
No, you have to communicate with the admin. Because of that, your servers are getting failed. No, I mean your scripts are getting failed. Okay,
But-
so we will first identify it. What is the problem? Maybe like you are getting a status code. Say for example 509. 509 it is telling bad gateway. I cannot do anything. I'm not a network engineer. What you should do? You should escalate this problem to your API developers. Developer is going to take care. Okay, but if you don't test it, how does developer will get to know that he is getting 509 error? Understand?
So ma'am, yeah ma'am. So the purpose of us is to understand that server or the client side.
Yes. If it is resolvable by you, you can resolve it. But if it is not resolvable by you, you have to escalate it to the higher officials. Okay.
Like that 400 side, that things we only have to resolve, I guess, and the 500 side.
Sometimes it will not be in your hand also. Okay, wait, I will tell you now. I'll explain you one situation. Wait. See, guys, if you perform post method, you are going to get the status code as expected status code is 201 or 202. Okay, 201 created, 200 okay. If you perform get operation, expected status code is 200. If you do put or patch, expected status code is 200. If you do delete, expected status code is 204. Okay, now carefully observe the situation. Okay, now I have a resource. Okay, now I did post. Okay, I did post operation. Post operation means what is the expected status code for post operation?
200.
Let's see, 201. Okay, 201 created. Usually it will be 201. If it is 200 also, it is not wrong. I did 201. Now, this post operation, whatever I have done, I want to delete now. Okay, I'm going to do the delete operation. Delete operation. If I do the delete operation, what is the status code I'm going to get?
204.
204.
4 is the status code you have got. It is successful.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it successful?
Yes. ma'am.
Yes, because we are telling anything if I get in the 200 series, that means it is successful. Now what I'm going to do, let's say the project you created is TY12. The project you deleted is TY12. So this project is gone. It is not in database now. Okay, this project is gone. Now what I will do, I am doing negative testing. I will go and delete. Okay, TY12 again. What I'm doing, this TY12 is already deleted, but I will once again delete it. What you are supposed to get? What is the status code you are going to get?
404 not
Will
found.
you get 204?
404, ma'am.
Will you get 204?
No, ma'am.
No, 110% will not get it. Okay, 204. That is right. Either I should get 400 series or I should get 500 series because it is an issue. According to you, if you delete an already deleted project, what is the status code you will get?
400.
Client side error, ma'am.
400, ma'am.
400.
Client side error,
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am.
but it is going to give you 500 internal server error. Why? Why is it giving this? What you will do? Oh, 500, that means it is not my job. Let me leave it. Will you do like that? Can you do like that? No. What your server is thinking is, it doesn't know that you have deleted the data. It is thinking you are trying to fetch something. Okay, you are trying to fetch something, but as a server, I don't have it. So it is my mistake. Getting the point? That is what your server is thinking. Boss, whatever you are trying to fetch, I'm not able to give. Okay, I'm really sorry. That is what your server is telling. But you know that you have deleted it. You know that is your mistake. You are trying to fetch the deleted data. You feel it is your mistake. Server is thinking, no, it is my mistake. Whatever you are trying to look at it, I'm not able to give you. So how do you debug this? Are you understanding what is my concern here? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So we cannot judge what server will tell you. Okay, every time you go and send a request to the server, the response what you get from server will be always, okay, 80% of the time it keeps on changing. No servers in the world is 100% stable. Okay, it depends. It is completely a random process. Okay, so what you have to do is, if you get the status in this series, either it can be 400 series or it can be 500 series, you have to carefully debug. Okay, step by step you should read. It will throw you the error messages. You have to check it and you have to validate it. Sometimes the frequent issue what you might get is server might be down. Okay, that's all. Apart from this, all gateway related issues, everything will be sorted out before giving the application. Okay, giving it to testing. Server might be down when you send the request. If you send the request after 1 or 2 minutes, server might be up and it is going to work properly. Okay, so before raising it as a bug to the developer, retry it multiple times, re-execute it multiple times, shut down your server, restart your server, and then try it multiple times. Okay, if it is in your local system. If not, communicate with the admin, cross check it, then only raise it as a defect. Okay, it's like most of the time the errors will be inconsistent. Okay, so got a point how to deal with the server's errors?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
so what do you mean by response time? This is about status code. What do you mean by response time?
Ma'am, the time taken from getting the request and the response in the result.
Time taken by your server to respond to your request. whatever request you send, what is the time taken by that to respond is called as response time, and response time will be usually in milliseconds. Okay, it will be in milliseconds. If your response time crosses milliseconds, if it is seconds or if it goes to minutes, that means there is a performance issue. Okay, that you have to raise it as a performance defect to your developer. He will take care of it. Okay, so this is about the HTTP structure. In the document, at the end, we have given a link for Fiddler. Okay, we have given a link for Fiddler. Okay, so you can just go to that particular link, download it, okay, and just install it. Fiddler is called as a web debugger tool. Okay, observe what I'm going to do with the Fiddler. See, I'm not doing any changes. I have just opened the Fiddler. Okay, I'll go to browser. I will launch an application. Okay, I will go and check the vTiger application. Okay, just observe my Fiddler. Forget about the application, it is getting opened. Okay, observe my tool. See, everything you do in the browser will be captured here. Okay, that is why we tell Fiddler acts as a web debugger tool. We are going to use Fiddler only for these kind of related things. So we can capture which kind of request it is, what is the host, okay, how many packets of body has been sent, what is the status code. See, 200, it took little amount of time, 404, then again it is served. Okay, observe, let me log in. See, 300, it was navigating somewhere. Okay, see, observe, now it got logged in. Okay, now it is getting logged in. Whatever your browser is, in your browser, whatever happening, everything will be logged. So how do they do is, they will just launch the Fiddler, keep it minimized. Okay, whatever the operation you do in the browser, it will be automatically recorded in your Fiddler. Why or what is the use of this, if you ask me? Okay, if you ask me what is the use of this, it will act like a log files. Okay, sometimes what happens, I will not have access to my servers and all, I cannot communicate with the higher up. So what I can do is, I can open Fiddler, keep it. So I have an option called as log. Okay, are you able to see the logs? Okay, these are also server logs. Okay, these are also called as server logs. So it is going to take care of the logs, whatever operation you perform. Okay, let me go to Flipkart. Everything you perform in the browser will be recorded. Okay, will be recorded. Observe, see here. And it is going to tell you what is the status code you are getting at the end. Okay, how many servers have been, how many logs have been generated. See, everything it is going to give it to you. So if you don't have access to your server, you can just come back and check this logs. Okay, and there was a point where Fiddler you are going to, tell me.
It is like, ma'am, so see, now we can see that 52 results are being displayed, more than 52. So if we are having error in any one of these, so we can use the
Yes,
tool and
it is going to display you. Again,
Yeah.
he is going to give you the status code itself. Based on that status code only, you have to analyze. If you go
Yeah.
for some higher, okay, maybe some license. This version, what we are using, what I am using to show you is just a basic, very basic free trial version. So if you go for some higher versions and all, you can retrieve the username and password also. Okay, for example, I think here also, if I have to look, I need to look some. Okay, if I do some debugging, some R&D, I will get it. So what it happens is, say for example, we told if we use query string, it will be encrypted data. Correct? No, you can, with the help of Fiddler, they will debug it. They will decrypt and they will see it. That is how majorly Fiddler was used by hackers also. Okay, they'll track their browser details and they will launch the Fiddler. With the help of Fiddler, they used to get to know the username and password. previously it was coming. I think maybe past couple of versions they have disabled that particular feature for free versions. Okay, you were able to easily analyze what is a username. If I give user password in UI, it will give it as star star star, but if you see in Fiddler, it will clearly tell you the password. Okay, it was used by so many hackers also. Okay, but later maybe that feature has been disabled, or they have given it for only corporate versions. Okay, so this tool is like a debugger tool just for analysis. Okay, it will give you the logs for logging if you want to log anything. Okay, statistics and all are required. Okay, this is a background code, Java code which is running. Okay, this is a script. Apart from this, we don't need anything else. Okay, inbound rules, if you want to set, you can give it. See, you can send a request here also, but you should have the access, okay, to send the request. Okay, so you can do some R&D on this, not required, but you can try it. Okay, so in that link there is an option to download Fiddler tool, and you can just analyze this. Okay, just double click and install. It will not ask you for any other much more details. Go for next and install it. Okay, this is another web debugger tool for information. Okay, now Postman, have you installed?
Yes.
Have you installed
Yes,
Postman?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
One
ma'am.
more.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, guys. One more thing. When in the initial days when you joined Test Yantra, all the software installation part, who had done it for you? Shobha or Mohan?
One
Mohan,
sir.
ma'am.
Mohan sir. Mohan
One
sir.
sir.
Mohan, sir. No,
So
no, no.
he had he given you the link to all the Test Yantra related softwares?
Yes. ma'am.
In that
Yes,
link,
ma'am. Even
you have, yeah, in that link, do you have
Postman
RMG?
also.
Postman was there, okay. RMG Yantra was there?
Yeah, ma'am. RNG
Yes.
was. Yes.
It
Yeah,
will be like TYRMG Yantra something .exe file. Is it there?
Yeah, ma'am. It was there.
Okay. Anybody, can you share your screen so that I'll get to know if it is there, then we'll install that one only.
Ma'am, let me check.
Yeah, check it out. Check it out. If you have downloaded all the things from that drive, so anybody, if you show it to me, then I'll tell you whether to install the same thing or not. If it is not there, then we'll go with open source applications.
Ma'am, do we have to install that Fiddler also, right?
For your wish. Okay, I'll leave it to you. So install it, and if you want to analyze it, analyze.
ma'am, it is a RNG Yantra.exe extension, ma'am.
Yes, rmgyantra.exe.
Yes, ma'am.
It's there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, guys, double click and install that.
Okay, ma'am. Installing. Is it going to open local host 80?
Yeah, install it. Double click and install it. I'm checking whether I have any other files or not.
Asking for username and password.
Okay, 1 second. I'm going to share the details. It's opening. Username and password. That login page is displayed.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Wait there. Till that point, everybody should come. Double click and install, guys. You should get a login page like this. Okay, for you people, commands are not required. It will automatically run it because we have packaged it into a exe file. I don't have the exe file, so I'm running it through command prompt. Okay, the default port number is localhost 8084. Yeah, 8084 is the username and default port number. So it should come to this page. If you have got this page, wait there. And in your WhatsApp group, I have shared a text document. Okay, state 39 online postman.txt. So that postman text document, let me open it.
This site can't be reached.
Site can't be reached. For how many of you are getting this?
Ma'am, when I'm
Okay,
trying
we'll
to
resolve it.
Ma'am, when I'm trying to double click it, it show a pop up me the one window. That Windows protected your PC, don't run it, and not other options.
In your system, you disable the firewall. Go to Windows Builder, disable the firewall, and retry it again.
Yes, ma'am. I clicked on that. Anyway, they need to start it.
Okay, very good. Thank God. If Anubhava has got it, half of my headache is gone. Click more info and run anyway. Yeah. Okay. See, guys, if you have installed, if it is running fine, so I have shared a notepad. This notepad consists of complete postman. Complete postman from scratch. You have it. So keep this as reference. Even we are going to start with the notes. I'll not document anything, and there is no notes. Till now, I was giving you Word document notes. No notes now from now on. So this one document will help you for postman, and I will create one more for rest assured, and I will give it to you. Okay. So we'll go according to this document itself. This I have prepared. Maybe I think for past couple of batches, some 10 to 12 batches before I had prepared. So if anything is there, we'll keep on updating in this. Okay, and we'll go ahead with this postman. Okay, now for whom it is not yet resolved, okay, there is some issues. Okay, please tell me, I'll make you as a presenter, share your screen.
Ma'am, because for me it should be site can't be reached.
1 second, Vikas. Yeah, Vikas, share your screen now. Minimize your browser. Minimize the browser, entire browser you minimize. Rerun it. Double click. Next. Press any key. Just wait. Okay. There is a command prompt, right? Open that command prompt. No, not a new command prompt. Observe here. Observe here. That one. MySQL is not recognized as an internal or external command is successfully installed in your computer. Okay, just wait. Wait for 2 minutes. Let's see what it will do. Just wait. This is how your server is getting started. Okay. 1 second, wait. Okay. Do one thing. Minimize this. Minimize your browser. RMG Yantra, there is only one software. Wait, 1 second, wait. There is only one software for RMG Yantra. There is no jar file. vTiger, okay. Postman, okay. JDK, okay. Git, okay. That's all was there. Guys, check it out. Check it out. RMG, this is an exe file. Some people would be having the .jar file also. Check it out if you have, anybody has it. .jar file also.
Only this file goes on with it.
Sorry?
No jar file, ma'am. Only this one.
No jar file. Nobody has that. 1 second, wait. Let me share it. I have it.
Ma'am, after disabled firewall also showing me the same.
Okay, just a minute. I think
Yes,
I
ma'am.
have uploaded.
Username and password came, ma'am.
Then that's fine. You are done. Wait. One second, I'm just checking if I have that jar file or not. No, I don't have it.
Anybody else is facing same issue?
Yeah, let me check it.
Because
Yes.
click on reload several times. It may work. Reload.
Anybody else is facing the same issue?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Observe, you guys. Let me drop it a GitHub link. Okay. I have dropped a GitHub link. Go to that GitHub link. Vikas, move there. In the chat box, I have dropped a link. Go to that link. Others follow the same thing.
Ma'am, could you make me a presenter?
You are not the presenter. 1 second. You are the presenter. Go ahead, no? You are the presenter. Vikas.
I'm not getting an option to present, ma'am. Like, I just.
One second, wait. Now you are getting?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
One second,
Hello, ma'am.
One second, Ambika, 1 second. Tushar, Surbhi, and any others who are facing issues with RMG Yantra exe file, go to this location, whatever I have shared in the chat box. Download this. Click on that link, RMG Yantra V2 jar. Click on that link.
Download and
Here, download it. Ambika, now tell me, what is your problem? Click on download.
Yeah, I have clicked.
Yeah. Tell me, Ambika, what is your problem?
Ma'am, if I install it is opening command prompt, then it is showing something else only.
Yeah, it will show something else only. Then only it will go to browser. You follow the instructions. It will ask you to press any key. You press the key.
I pressed, ma'am, then it is showing some. It is not.
Your login page is getting.
No, ma'am, I'm not getting.
That is a problem then. Okay. Follow the procedure. What we are doing, follow the same thing. Is it downloaded? Vikas?
It got stopped, ma'am. I don't know why.
Network error.
Downloaded, ma'am.
Okay. See, this is RMG Yantra itself. Okay, but I have what exe file you are using, that is packaged one. If you double click, it will perform everything. Here we are doing it manually, that's all. Okay. Same application, no changes. If exe is working, no need to download this, not required. Okay. Don't cancel, wait. Let it download. No, it's hardly 47 MB file.
It got stopped. That's why.
It stopped. My network issue, maybe. Wait.
Yeah.
It's completing.
Yeah, ma'am. It got completed.
Show it in the folder. Copy that. Put it in desktop. Okay. Now, go to your others. Please follow that same job, same task. Whatever we are doing, please follow the same things. If you want to run it manually, open your MySQL command line client from your search bar. Search for MySQL. Okay, open it. Enter the password.
What was
Root
the password?
password. Root should be your password.
Yeah, ma'am, it does.
Now, execute a command, show databases. If you are manually running it, guys, you have to create a database. Okay, show databases, semicolon. Okay, so the database name you have to create is projects. So create a database, execute a command, create. I'll type the command. Create space database, database space, database name is projects. Projects. Semicolon. Enter. Database is changed. Close it now. Close your MySQL command line client. Not required. Now open command prompt. Open command prompt. Very good. Now type the command Java. Okay, it's a Java jar. So Java space -jar space drag and drop your jar file. Whatever the jar file you have, drag and drop that. Okay, this is you are running manually. Enter. Enter. Just wait. We will get to know what is the problem, what happened, what went wrong. Everything we'll get to know through this. Okay, server logging. Okay, just wait. It will take some 1 or 2 minutes of time. See, guys, if you want to run it manually, before running it, you have to make sure that you have created a database in the name of projects, because your API is going to tackle that database. Whatever operation you are doing, it will be stored in that database only. No need to create a table, but database you have to create it. Okay, then you open any different command prompt and type Java -jar. Okay, drag and drop your jar, it will run. Okay, now open any browser. Now the server is running. Open the browser. Okay, open the browser, localhost, HTTP localhost, :8084. 8084 is the default port number of RMG Yantra. Enter.
Yeah, ma'am.
Got it?
Yeah.
From next time when you want to run it, follow the same procedure. No need to create a database. Just open the command prompt, Java space
Java.
-jar, the file.
But
It's in the document. Open the document. Is the document accessible there? I think you have copied it. It's in the download. Go to downloads. There is it 39. Open it. See, everything is there. Okay. Follow it, guys. Okay. Anybody else? Try this. Try this. Everybody try this. Okay. Let me present. Okay. Username is RMG Yantra. Password is RMGY@9999. It's present in your password, username and password in your notepad. Okay, open it. This is a project. Okay, this is a project created by Test Yantra to maintain our projects. Okay, see, we have a couple of modules. It is not a fully built application. So let me click on create project. I can give project name. Team size is not operable. This is a bug. Project manager, let me give it as Chaitra. Project status, let me give it as created. Add project. So what do you think this is? What is What is the thing what you are seeing in the screen?
List of
Is it an
projects.
API? Is it an UI? What is that?
All are project managed.
No. What is this? Is it a UI or it is a API?
UI. UI ma'am.
It's UI. Okay, it's a UI. So I have given the application UI. Now we imagine this UI is not there. Okay, if UI is not there, we have to work only on APIs. So if you want to open API, we want, okay, there are some prerequisites. Observe. Okay, we need to know client server architecture. We know that. We need to have knowledge on HTTP protocols. We have it. We need to have knowledge on XML and JSON. We have it. We need to have knowledge on database. We have it. So I need list of APIs, API document. What is this API document is? In the notes, whatever the link I have given, just copy this link and paste it in your browser. Paste it in your browser. So this is how you are going to get the page. Check out, are you getting or not? This will open only if your server is running. Okay, this will open only if your server is running. Check out, are you getting this or not? Observe here, this is just an HTML page. Because you are running it with the help of server, this has become a static application. Is it opening?
Yes ma'am, it is opening.
Ma'am, would you please tell me the command, what to write in command from?
This one. Open the document. Open the document. See, I have given the command, everything in detail here.
Okay.
Java space -jar, drag and drop the RMG Yantra file path. Okay. Observe. So this API document is like a functional specification document for API testers, which is given by API developers. There is a tool called as Swagger, which is used to develop this API document. So because of this Swagger tool, this document is popularly called as Swagger document. Okay, this document is called as Swagger document. So when it comes to Swagger document, it will have some relevant informations like the base URI. Okay, observe here, this is the base URL through which you have to access your application, and these are the modules which are exposing API. Authentication controller is one module, basic error controller is one more module, employee controller is another module, project controller is one more module. Okay, so let me go to project controller. As of now, work for project controller. Later we'll go, because for this project controller, UI is also ready. Okay, let me go to UI. See this projects. This is linked with this module. Okay, so if you observe, these are individual APIs. Okay, if you want to do post operation, endpoint is add project. Okay, add project. Endpoint is nothing but your resource path. I think when I did URL, web URL, I would have told you in API we call resource path as endpoints. Same, both are same. Okay, so for if you want to do get operation, this is your endpoint. If you want to do get a particular project, this is your endpoint. If you want to do put, this is your endpoint. If you want to do delete, this is your endpoint. Okay, observe, this is how we are going to read it from the API document. So base URL will be common for all the APIs, endpoints will be differing. So how many endpoints you have, that many number of APIs you have in your project. So if you look at this, how many APIs, how many modules are exposed API first of all? How many modules have exposed APIs? 4 modules. Out of 4 modules, let us check. Let me open it. How many APIs are there in project controller module?
5 ma'am.
How many APIs are there in employee controller module?
6.
5 plus 6.
11.
How many APIs are there in basic error controller module?
7, ma'am.
11 plus 7.
18.
How many APIs are there in authentication controller?
1 and 19.
What is the total number of APIs you have in this project?
19.
19.
19. So anywhere you take any project, the minimal and maximum number of APIs is 25 to 35. Okay, nearly 20, 18, okay, 15, okay, 14. So it depends on the features. So maximum number of APIs they can have is around 30 to 35 APIs they'll be having. Optimal is somewhere around 20 to 25. Okay, so these many APIs you are going to test.
Ma'am,
Is it clear?
ma'am,
Tell
how?
me.
Yes. Ma'am, how will we differentiate between UI and API?
See here, this is your Swagger document. API does not have UI. Okay, you have to do the action. Say for example, I want to check whether post operation is working. So how do I check it? Where do I go and check it? I have to put it in some tool, Postman or Rest Assured. Only through that I can do the operation. Okay, UI in the sense, see, it has some physical existence. Are you able to see this? This is a UI. Usually, in reality, when you start API testing, UI will not be there. Nobody will develop it. Okay, so you will be given this document, but this is just a document, just an HTML file. That's all. Looking at it, how do you check whether it is there or not? We need some tools like Postman or Rest Assured. Okay, any API you take, you cannot test it without tools. Okay, without tools, you can just do UI testing. Say for example, you don't know automation, still you can test your application. Correct? Can you test your application without any tools? UI?
No, ma'am.
No? Are you sure?
Manually, we can test.
My question
Ma'am,
is,
manually we can test, but
that's what I'm telling. Manually, at least you can test, no. But API, you cannot test it even manually if you don't have the tool. Understanding? Because where will you put that? Where it will go and verify? Okay, this is a major difference. You can do manual testing for UI without the help of any tools. But if you want to test API, you need some tools like Postman or Rest Assured. Okay.
Ma'am, can we use curve from command prompt?
You can. I think that also. Okay. Now everybody launch your Postman.
I have one more question.
do we require to create a
Ma'am.
project, ma'am?
No, go to Postman, I'll tell you. Not required. If you want to try it in UI, you can try it. Tell me.
Ma'am, please open the Swagger UI link.
Yeah.
Ma'am, in that we have employee controller, right?
Yes.
Please click on it. Ma'am, there are
I have expanded.
at the end we have three things, right? This is the resource path, and this is these are same. Endpoints are same, but the operations are different, like get, put, and delete.
Yes.
So are these three APIs we are accessing, or there is only one API but the operations are different?
No. These are three different APIs. Okay. Because you use employees or employee ID, the endpoint is same, but the operation you are doing is different. So you can do this only if it is designed. So it is treated as individual APIs. All are individual APIs. Even if you take project controller also, see, get, put, delete. All our endpoints are same. Okay, that means you have to load project ID itself. There is no other unique data. But you can do get operation, or you can do put operation, or you can do delete operation. Okay, all are individual APIs. And these are the API names. Get single project, okay, update project, okay, delete project. These are API names. Okay, different. All are different APIs.
Okay.
Okay.
Ma'am, in project management, is it required to make a project, ma'am? Create a project, ma'am?
Where in project
As you have-
management? In UI.
Yes,
In
ma'am.
UI. You can do, try. I have given you the application, guys. Do anything you want. I will show you how to work with API. UI, we are not going to do it. Okay. UI for us is just for validation. Whatever I am creating in API, I am going to check whether it is created in UI and in database or not. That's all. Okay. Only for verification. Now, everybody, did you launch your Postman?
Yes, ma'am.
Observe. So, RMG Yantra is the application which we are going to test. Okay. So, if you get a question, what is the stack of your application? Explain the 3-tier architecture of your application. Explain the technology of your application. Then, this is what you have to tell. This is no doubt with respect to RMG Yantra, but since you are working on this, even your previous project, you are going to showcase for the same technologies. Front end is React.js, business layer is Java plus Spring Boot, databases MySQL. Okay, databases MySQL. Let me show you one of the operations in Postman. Rest all you are going to do it. Okay, so you are going to perform CRUD operations for the day. Okay, so in your Postman, are you getting all these options? No collections will be there. You have to create it newly. Apart from that, all other workspace, no issues are there. Everybody are getting this page?
Yes, ma'am.
Same. Okay. So if you go to the side scroll, okay, option, links, there is an option called as collections. Go to collections and click on the plus mark. A new collection will be established. So try to create a separate collection, and I don't want you to create separate collection for every request. Okay, so create a separate collection for this current project. Okay, give collection name same as your batch. Okay, SDET 39 online. Okay, SDET 39 online. Oh my god, so many things are there.
Ma'am.
Hmm.
Yeah. How you got election part?
Sorry?
Can you repeat once again, ma'am?
Yeah, ma'am. Once again, please repeat.
Observe, go to collections, click on plus mark.
Ma'am, where
will
is
open
collection?
it.
I'm asking you that only.
Side, look at side. Are you not able to see collections here? Left side. Not getting. I think I closed Postman only. You did not get it? Left side.
No, ma'am, we are getting the page where it is a preview of Postman product updates, learn about Postman workspace.
Yeah, ma'am. It's like that, no something like this one.
You are not getting this page. Wait one second. Are you getting any workspace related pages? Someone show it to me, no? Someone show it to me, no? How will I get to know? Do one thing. At least go and
I'm
create
getting,
a.
but you have
Ma'am, it
shown.
presenter to you.
Okay, wait. Where is Nikita? Nikita, share your screen.
Yeah, ma'am. See, this page I am getting actually.
Everybody are getting this?
Yeah, ma'am.
Ma'am?
Only this.
Ma'am, we have to
Go to-
click on send a request, then only we can get the page.
Wait. Go to workspaces, Nikita.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Choose my workspace. Simple. That's all. Okay. Go to workspaces. Click on my workspace. This is a default workspace. Okay. Sometimes if you have to create new workspace, he might ask you to create your details. Okay. So if you go this, it will come. Now go to collections. Click on that plus mark. Collections is selected. Plus mark. Now give a name. Give a name. Blue color it is highlighted. Center. Blue color. That is an editable field. Give a name as your batch. Okay, that's all. Click somewhere outside.
Okay.
It is saved. That's all.
Okay.
Okay. Do the same thing, guys.
Ma'am, ma'am, after running in the command prompt, I go to the Google and try the localhost 8084. For me, it's showing you can't reach to the site.
Wait, I will make you as a presenter. Others, create a new collection.
Ma'am, in command prompt, I keep this.
It's not running. Oh, expand it. It's not running. There is some issue. Expand it.
Yes, ma'am.
Wait,
I'm
let me
giving
check
this
the command.
command.
Java-jar. Okay, scroll down. 1 second. Wait, scroll slowly. I told you to create a database. You have not created. Okay, close it.
Ma'am,
Close it.
created
That's
the
what I
database.
call it. No. Show database.
See, ma'am.
See, it is telling error. No.
Okay.
Syntax error. Create database. Create database project. You should check it, Napa. You should check and then you should check whether it is right or wrong. Your SQL itself is telling it is not created. Immediately you have thought you have created. Projects. Here, projects. Guys, why is this happening, guys? In the document it is clearly given. Check it out. No patience. Database, projects. Semicolon. Now go and try your MySQL. It will work. Your application.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Any other issues? Observe. Now observe. Everybody got created the collection. Everybody created the collection. Mr. Anubhav. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Created, ma'am.
Instant part will be little irritating. Okay. So even for you, but you have to cope with this. Okay. So now observe. So once after your collection is created, okay, if you just move to the collection which you have created, you are getting 3 dots. Are you able to see these 3 dots? Click on that 3 dots and click on add request. Okay, so this is how you get the page. Okay, let me tell you. Okay, wherever I'm pointing the mouse, okay, wherever I'm moving my cursor, this is my request, this is my response, this is the request header, this is the request body. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, okay, no need to do anything. First, change the request name. Okay, request name is nothing but your test case name. So first let me give it as create project. Okay, what I'm going to do is observe. First let me show it to you in the UI. Okay, let me go to the application. This is my UI. I will go to projects. Okay, create project. give some project name, give some project manager, select it, add project. See, project has been added. Now the same operation I am going to do it with the help of UI. Observe now. Okay, so what you have to do, go to the project, okay, go to your collection, add a request and give a name. Okay, point number 1. Then if you want to create project, what is the HTTP method you have to take? For create project, what is the HTTP method? Okay, so many HTTP methods are available. Choose the relevant HTTP method. Then what is the base URL? Go to your Swagger. Are you able to see here? Localhost 8084. So type it http://localhost 8084 is the base URL. What is the endpoint? Project controller. I want to create a project. So this is my endpoint. Okay, just copy paste job. Okay, copy and paste everything. Okay, is it clear? This is your header. Choose post and provide the URL. Okay, copy post and provide the URL. Then for post, if you observe, see here, let me click, see here, it is telling you there is a body. If there is a body, if in Swagger document it is given as body, so you have to provide it for your request. Copy this, come to body. Okay, choose raw. What type of data you are giving? What type of data you are giving? JSON. Okay, let me repeat. Header, you are going to choose post and you are going to give the URL. Then here there is a body. So come to Postman, click on body. Under body, usually it will be none. So choose what? Raw, because we are hard coding. Raw, it will be text. You choose JSON and paste it. Okay, if you choose it text, see, this is how it will appear. It will not give you color coding. If you use JSON, it is going to give you the color coding. Okay, so in this, what is the value you have to fill? How will you get to know that is? Scroll completely down. You have an option called as models. Okay, under models, go to project. See, he is giving you a description. Created by should be a string. So give a name. Let me give it as Chaitra. Observe. Created on. Created on is a string, but it is auto generated by the server. Don't use it. So I'll not use it. You people might not get it also. Okay, see, project ID is also auto generated. So I will not use it. You have the updated version, you might not get it also. Okay, if you get it, you remove. If you don't get it, ignore it. Project name is a string. Is date 39. Status can be one among this value. Let me copy it. Let me give it. Team size is an integer. Is it clear? Once after you are done, save it. Once after you are done, save it. Is it clear till now? Someone take a picture.
Yeah, ma'am.
Take a picture of this. Once after it is done, send the request. Okay, send the request. See, this is your response. This is your response header and this is your response body. 201 created is the status code. 35 milliseconds is your response time, and this is nothing but your actual data. This is the form data, and in the response it is actual data. Now, I did not touch UI. I created with the help of this endpoint called as add project. What I am going to do is, let me go to React tab. Okay, there is no refresh operation because it is a bug. Okay, let me reload the application. Go here, check out what is the project ID it has created. ty underscore proj 8804. Let me go in UI and check whether 8804 is there or not. Lot of projects are there.
Can't we search?
I forgot. Okay, for you people it will not be there. Okay, it's a new application for you. For me it is old one. Are you able to see here ty underscore proj 8804? I did not use UI to create it. Okay, I used API to create. With the help of this request, okay, with the help of this endpoint, we are able to perform the operation. If you want, you can verify it in the database also. Okay, because database access is there, I have given you this application. To verify it in database, what you are going to do is go to MySQL command line client, enter the password as root. Okay, if you perform show databases, are you able to see a project name called as projects database name? So this is the database which is linked with your RMG Yantra. So what I'm going to do is, let me use the command use projects. Now select star from project. Okay, projects is the database name, project is the table name. Okay, let me enter. I'm getting all the projects. If you observe TY8804 SJ39 ongoing, team size is 20. Okay, this project I have created through API and I'm able to view it in both UI as well as my database. Okay, so if you observe the document, see, to verify it in the database, open MySQL command line client and execute the below commands. So I have given it, verify it. And if anybody is facing issues with respect to port busy, or if your MySQL password is anything other than root, so please follow these commands. Okay, I don't think anybody has that issue. And today, try to perform this step. Okay, that means what you have to do, I have shown you how to do post. You are going to do read operation. 1 second, you are going to do update, you are going to do delete, and just check whether you are getting the relevant status codes or not. Okay, that will be the task for today. Tomorrow we will verify it. Tell me, some others had some issues.
Ma'am, actually, ma'am, after postman operation, I'm getting confused, ma'am. I am not understanding what is happening through this postman, of course, what we are doing.
Yeah, I didn't understand your question now.
I'm not understanding what the postman is doing. What is happening with it? What we are doing, ma'am. Actually, I'm getting.
See, 1 second. Don't open your UI. Okay, I have given you the Swagger tool. Now I want you to create a project. How will you create it? Understanding, there is no UI. Forget about UI. What you people are doing is, first you are going and creating in the UI. That's why you are getting confused. That is easy. Why I have to do this? This is what is your impression. Okay, UI is not there. I want to create a project now. Where you will going to create? How you are going to create? This Swagger document will consist of only the information. That's all. See, all these are informations. How you are going to do? Tell me. Question you understood first of all? There is no concept of UI. I have got a Swagger tool and I have got an application. Application is nothing but my RMG Yantra jar, which I have installed, which I have downloaded. Okay, it is running. My application is running. If there is no UI, I will not be able to see anything. Now I want to send a request. I want to perform a create operation. How do you do it? That is why your postman has come into picture. in your Postman, you are going to send a request to this particular URL. Okay, when you send the request, so a new project will be created in your application. How do you going to verify whether it is created or not? In the sense, there are three ways. One, if you have UI, manually go and check it in the UI. If you have database, manually go and check it in the database. If you don't have both, execute a GET request and check it. Understanding? This is how you have to do. Through API we are doing. What do you mean by API? This endpoint itself, this URL, what you are seeing, this is your API. Okay, so you are able to send the request to this particular API with the help of this platform called as Postman. If there is no Postman platform, how will you send the request? Can you type the URL here?
No, ma'am.
Can you type the URL? http:// okay, localhost 8084 / I'll give it as add project. Do you think it will work?
No, ma'am.
In browser, see, in browser, if you want anything, then you should have a UI. If there is no UI, if you want to access anything, you have to go to some tools like Postman or Rest Assured. Okay, that thing we are trying to create. Without UI, we are trying to access the application via API. Okay. Okay, try it. Perform all the CRUD operations. So we'll see tomorrow. Okay. Tell me.
Yeah, can you show that verification part ma'am, on my
Oh, no. Don't do any verification. Just execute command in the Postman and do it. Enough. Okay. Just do it in the Postman. It is enough. Tomorrow we'll see that. Okay. Just perform in the Postman, guys. Manually go to UI. Manually you check it. Go to your application. Go to projects and check it. And go to database. Execute these two commands and check it. Rest all will see tomorrow. Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. Fine, guys. Thank you. We'll catch up tomorrow.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye bye.